In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my version of my potato roasties, or potato fritters as other people call them. They're so easy, they're delicious, they're crunchy, they're crispy, they're soft on the inside. So anyway, let's stop talking about it and go and make them. G'day everybody and welcome to my Aussie Garden Kitchen Edition. If it's your first time here, my name's Darren, but please call me Daz. And with these potato roasties, other people may refer to them as a potato fritter. They've got different names around the world and there's different versions of them too. But this is my version and I really hope you watch this video and give it a go yourself and enjoy it because they really are spot on. First thing I'm going to do is get my carrots and grate my carrots into a bowl. It's a large grating size. They're going to be in a separate bowl from the potato at the start. Once that's done, we get the potatoes and we grate them into a large grated size as well. And if you've noticed, I've kept the skins on the potatoes and I've kept the skins on the carrots. I like that extra fibre in my meal, but by all means, if you prefer to peel your potatoes and carrots beforehand, go right ahead. I don't see much difference, so I just go ahead and leave the skins on, and hey, it's one less job to do in the kitchen. One thing to make sure of is that when you grate the potatoes, you have a bowl that's going to have extra room in it because we're going to be adding all the ingredients to this bowl with the potatoes. Once I've finished grating the potatoes, I'll take them to the sink and over a strainer, I'll give them a really good squeeze and get all the excess moisture out of there. Once those potatoes are in the bowl, we get those carrots and we pour those carrots into the bowl. I'm going to add my eggs, fresh eggs from my chickens in my own backyard. We've got pepper. I like cracked black pepper. I've got some salt, onion powder, and I've got a garlic powder, and they will get put in. Now, at this stage here, you've got a few choices. I've used onion powder and garlic powder because I had no fresh onions. So at this point, what you can do is you can add fresh onion, grate that if you'd like, or you can dice it. You can add green onions or scallions, and you can slice those and add those to the mix now. Or if you've maybe got chives, you can add a whole bunch of chives, maybe say a cup of chives, half a cup of chives, depending on the size of your mix. Get them in there. Garlic chives, they're another great choice. So you've got a few options at this point here. Maybe a little bit of zucchini. You've got some zucchini sitting in the fridge and you want to use it up. Just grate a little bit of zucchini and you can pop that in too. But anyway, with this, I'm just doing the basic carrot and potato mix. I'll then give that a mix. And I want to get that seasoning and the egg mixed into the potato and carrot. So get my hands in there and give it a good old mix. Blend it right through with my fingers. Once that's done, I get my flour in there. And again, give it a good mix, mixing it thoroughly. Once that mix is ready to go, I'll get a frying pan and put it onto the hot stove. I'll have the flame on high just to heat things up. And then I'll put about 2 centimeters of oil on the bottom of the pan. Say half an inch for people that are wondering what I mean in inches. I want to have it sitting on about a 3/4 flame, not a full heat because I don't want to burn these because there's going to be a bit more cooking in the oven later on. So as you can see here, I'm putting my mix into egg rings. Now you don't have to use egg rings, but in my case, I'm using egg rings for presentation. But by all means, if you'd like to actually just do it without egg rings, maybe you don't have them, that's perfectly fine. The only thing that I do suggest is that you make it a flatter type patty and you can shape it with a spatula or something to bring the sides in a bit and make it a rounder shape. And you don't want it too thick and you don't want it in a big ball because you want this to cook evenly. Once I've got my mix into these egg rings, I'm just going to get a spoon and just push it down and pat it out and flatten out the top so it's more of an even top for when it's ready to be flipped over. These will sit in the oil for about 3 to 4 minutes, making a nice crispy base. It's been going for about 4 minutes. I'm flipping them over and I'm then doing the next side and we're going to do the same thing, let them sit. And in this case, these ones took about 3 minutes to get a nice color on them. And then it's just a matter of taking off the egg rings and then I just let them sit for another minute or so just to let the oil cook around the edges of those patties and getting those edges nice and crispy. As I take them out of the pan, I like to put them onto some paper toweling just to drain some of that excess oil. Once I've taken them out and transferred them onto a plate on that paper where they're draining that excess oil, I'll then move them over and pop them into an oven that's preheated at 190 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit is on the screen right now. If possible, place them onto a wire rack rather than the flat surface of a pan or a tray, because we're trying to get the air to circulate all the way around and crispen up all those edges evenly. Now in my case, It took probably another 5 minutes just to get a final crispy coating on the outside of these, just watching that they don't burn. Just a warning that you are going to get a bit of a mess in the bottom of the oven because you are going to more than likely have oil drip down. They are an absolute winner. Everybody loves these. And as you can see on my plate, I've got a beautiful tomato chutney there. Now, I actually have that recipe on my channel, and I highly recommend that you go check out that tomato chutney recipe. You can click on this video here on the screen right now. That's going to take you to my tomato relish recipe. It's a very popular recipe, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next gardening or cooking video. Bye for now.